Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Savannah Chrisley scared of mental breakdown shown on new show. Savannah Chrisley has revealed that she is scared of a mental breakdown that is going to be shown on their new reality television show. The Chrisley family is getting a new show called The Chrisleys, Back to Reality. Fans are excited to see the new show as it is going to give them a lot of insight as to how life was for their children while Todd and Julie were in prison. There is a lot to unfold and uncover with this. Keep reading to find out more. New reality TV show comes out about Chrisleys. A new reality TV show is coming out about the Chrisleys. This was announced before Todd and Julie were pardoned. It was going to have them on the show, but not their faces. They were going to be on the show over the phone. However, they were able to get pardoned, and now the show is going to let fans see their first moments home and reuniting with family. It is also going to show a lot about the kids and how they dealt with life without their parents being there. Fans are excited to see more about this. However, it is unknown exactly when it is coming. Savannah Chrisley scared of mental breakdown shown. Savannah Chrisley is scared for fans to see her have a mental breakdown on the show. She has let fans know why she had the breakdown, but is still nervous for it to be shown. Fans are now prepared to see Savannah break down. However, they are more excited to see what happened. It seems as though Savannah is nervous for fans to see her breakdown on reality TV. However, viewers are going to understand what she was going through at the time. She claims the breakdown happened when she and Robert Shiver broke up. Savannah was going through a lot with a lot of emotions, so fans understand where she will be coming from. Savannah Chrisley had always been the firecracker of the Chrisley family, quick-witted, sharp-tongued, and unapologetically bold. But in the newest episodes of her reality series, fans saw a different side of her. Beneath the polished blonde hair, glamorous makeup, and perfectly curated Instagram photos, there was a young woman whose world had been unraveling, and for the first time, she wasn't entirely sure she could keep it together. The moment came unexpectedly. The cameras had been rolling all day, following Savannah as she juggled her podcast commitments, brand partnerships, and, most dauntingly, the legal and emotional fallout of her parents' incarceration. Normally, Savannah was skilled at flipping on her TV smile, but that day, her energy was frayed. As the crew set up for another scene, Savannah walked away, her mic still hot, muttering, "I think I'm gonna have a breakdown, and they're gonna catch it all on film." It wasn't a dramatic cry for attention. It was a quiet confession, heavy with fear. "This is my worst nightmare," she later told a producer in a confessional. "Because if I lose it, people aren't just gonna see it. They're gonna judge it. And right now, I can't afford to be the girl who falls apart." The pressure had been building for months. With Todd and Julie Chrisley serving prison sentences, Savannah had stepped into the role of legal guardian for her younger brother, Grayson, and niece, Chloe. It wasn't just about cooking meals or managing school schedules. It was about being the anchor in a storm no one saw coming. And yet, she was still expected to keep her career afloat, maintain her image, and handle an onslaught of online criticism from people who questioned her every move. The new show wasn't making it easier. If anything, it amplified the pressure. Producers wanted the raw, emotional moments, the tears, the late-night stress calls, the moments Savannah stared at the ceiling wondering if she'd made a terrible mistake agreeing to film again. In one particularly tense episode, Savannah sat on her kitchen floor with laundry piled around her, talking to Grayson about his homework while simultaneously answering texts from her attorney. Her hands were shaking, and she laughed in that hollow, brittle way that says, "If I don't laugh, I'll cry." She later admitted in a voiceover, "I'm scared the audience is gonna see how close I am to breaking, and that once they see it, I won't be able to hide it from myself anymore." The Chrisleys had built their TV empire on sharp humor and family unity, not on showing the moments when they questioned everything. Vulnerability wasn't the brand. But this was a different era, one where Savannah no longer had the safety net of her parents' presence. And deep down, Savannah worried about what would happen if she did break down on camera. Not just because it would be broadcast to millions, but because she didn't know if she could pull herself back together once she crossed that line. "I've been holding on so tight, like white knuckle holding," she explained to her best friend, Erin, during a lunch scene. "If I start crying, I might not stop. And that's not something I want on a billboard for the world to see." The camera caught the way she kept twisting her bracelet during that conversation, an unconscious tic she picked up over the past year. Fans on social media later pointed it out, some expressing concern, others accusing her of playing the victim. That kind of reaction only made Savannah more guarded. But the thing about reality TV is that it thrives on those moments when the guard slips. And in one of the most talked about scenes of the season, Savannah had a genuine panic attack during filming. It happened at night, after the kids had gone to bed. She had just gotten off a stressful phone call about her parents' appeal. And when the producer asked her a routine question about her day, something in her chest tightened. Her breathing turned shallow. Her voice wavered, and she whispered, "I can't do this right now." The crew, unsure whether to keep rolling or step in, exchanged glances. Ultimately, they kept the cameras on, capturing the image of Savannah gripping the edge of her kitchen counter, tears welling in her eyes. Later, she admitted that she almost told them to delete the footage, but decided against it. "If I pretend I'm fine all the time, I'm lying to myself and everyone else," she told the audience in a direct-to-camera confessional. "Maybe if people see me like this, they'll understand that it's okay to not be okay." That decision became a turning point for the show. Viewers flooded social media with support, sharing their own struggles and thanking Savannah for being real. But even as she appreciated the outpouring of kindness, the fear of spiraling never fully went away. She began taking small steps to protect her mental health while still filming. She set boundaries with producers, insisting on off-camera days when she could recharge. She started therapy twice a week, a move she initially worried would be seen as weakness, but soon realized was her lifeline. By mid-season, Savannah's narrative shifted from "I'm scared I'm going to break" to "I'm learning that breaking isn't the end. It's just part of the process." She began speaking openly about anxiety on her podcast, even joking about the absurdity of crying in full glam under bright studio lights. That self-deprecating humor, the sane wit that made her a fan favorite, became her armor and her release valve. Still, the weight she carried was undeniable. The season finale teased a moment where Savannah receives unexpected news about her parents' case, her face going pale before the screen cuts to black. The preview for the next season hinted at more emotional turbulence, but also a stronger, more self-aware Savannah. For now, she's still walking the line between holding it together and letting herself fall apart. And she knows the cameras will be there either way. "Maybe the breakdown is what I need," she said in one of the final confessional shots of the season, her voice calm but her eyes glassy. "Because sometimes you have to break to rebuild. And if the world sees that, maybe that's okay."